Alright, let's see here. We should be good. And what's up? Hey, cool. How's it going? That up. Oh, that's not bad at all. We're actually almost done. Did we use moves with this thing at some point? We must have. We had 20 with water moves. They're probably in the coastline somewhere. Sure, I mean, it's up to you. You've got 1 minute to decide on Pokemon before I drop Float, before we just go and do Floatzel. Because it's next in line. You could have Wormadam use Agile moves 70 times? That's actually hilarious. Like, for what purpose? Apom? Alright. You haven't fed it yet? And we have seen none out of trees. Alright, here we go. I think I know the trees for Apom. I know they suck, but... Alrighty. Let me see. I'm actually gonna need Cerebi for this one, I think. Apom trees? Legends Arceus? Wasn't there like a list of... What did we use for the Cherubies? I specifically remember a guide that showed us what Pokemon spawned in what trees, and we marked them on the map. You remember that? I don't remember what we used. What threat? Yeah, the trees are the most important thing. Trees? Tree encounters? Ooh. Yeah, it's just the coast ones. Now, if only I could find exactly what trees. 'Cause we found like that really nice list of cherubi trees. Oh, what's this? Only one tree in the coastlands has them, but it like always has them. Is what this says, but I don't know how much I believe that. Oh, did you find something? Well, where the heck did you find that? Damn. Coastlands. Taking trees. Yeah, it looks like that would mean only one tree because on your paper here. Oh no, I see two. I see two trees. Because the apricorn is the trees. Yeah, there's one right there hidden under that wall. Okay, let me see. Well, then let's get to the coastlands real quick. Let me mark these. What's the star? Oh, mass outbreaks. So an napalm outbreak can spawn there. We haven't been to the coastlands in a while. As in, we haven't been here a single time since the break. Alright. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh, look, a tree. That's not what I want, but I'm gonna smack it anyways. You're not shiny. Go away. Okay, well, I know Apom Hill is this way. Okay, zoom the way the frick in. One of the trees is... like, right here? And the other one... is, like, right... there. Alright, I want to say I'm surprised you didn't do this one earlier. What the frick? Is that an Eevee? They can spawn here? Hello. I had no idea those could spawn here. I did not know there was an Eevee spawn there. See, the hard part is we have to get them to shake. Because there's only two. With the Cherubi trees, there was like a billion chances. Here, we don't really get many chances. Like, what the frick? There's an Apom in that tree, but it's not the, it's not shaken. Did you see him? He was literally spawned up inside the tree. Isn't the Haunch Troll in the air over here? I'm not crazy about that. I thought it was over here. Maybe it's already at nighttime. So I know we need to catch that a couple more times. I think it was like... yeah, maybe it might be nighttime. Oh yeah, we need to feed them, I guess. I suppose... these damn angry Mothams. Snack. No! Apom snack! Hooray. Yes. Good. How many resets do you think this is going to... oh my god, these stupid ass freaking Mothams. Swear. I'm literally just gonna catch this stupid thing to get it to go away. Don't worry, sir, I've got another one for you. See, this is the strat. Get them both simultaneously. Okay, they're fed. Knock out 25, 21 fighting moves. And we're just gonna use Typhlosion, Drain Punch on all of them, so that should be fine. This one's gonna be a struggle simply because we have to try to get the tree to even shake in the first place. The fact that I haven't even seen an... And I don't know if it's a guarantee either. That's the scary part. Like, I don't actually know if just getting the tree to shake is enough. Okay, that one is 100%. Okay, they're both 100%. Good. So if they shake, they are guaranteed to be Apons. So we don't have to worry about that, at least. Like when we were doing all the Cherrim trees and just hoping and praying to God that a couple of them were Cherubies. Ah! Well, actually, wait. I don't know if this affects shaking trees. We might be safe of this on this. It didn't work for our alpha hunting, but it might still work for this. There is definitely a massive alpha rig right where I need to be. But I don't know if trees can still shake during this. And I'll check it. It would be good information to have. Oh, they can. Sweet, they can still shake. Not my tree, though. That's my tree. Damn you. Really? Son of a bitch. What's in this tree? Freaking Combi. Okay. Well, at least we know they can shake. That's good. That's good information. This is gonna be problematic, also, just because we didn't get any along our hundreds of hours of gameplay. Like, we just haven't naturally been checking that tree. So it means that we're going to have to do all 15 now instead of just being like half of them or something. It's kind of weird though that it's just those two trees. You would have thought it would be at least like all the trees in that area, you know? It is a little strange that it's just two individual trees. That's my tree, yep. I'm gonna have to like memorize that specific tree. So I know that I'm checking it constantly while I'm opening the map. Okay. At least they're quick. That's the one thing is we're not like it's not like the Blissey where we have to go halfway across the damn map every time we want to check it. It takes like 5 minutes per reset. Like, no. This is only like maybe 30 seconds. Hey Pyro, I see you've joined us for suffering. Going alright, going alright. We've pretty much got our entire stream locked in. I would be shocked if we get this done before the stream is over. Shaking. And not shaking. Okay. We need 15 in trees and we've reset 4 times and haven't even had it shake once. What were they thinking with this research task? Honestly, though. Like, who at Game Freak was like, yeah, you know, 15 out of trees, they spawn in trees, that's great. Like, did they not realize that it's 2 trees in the entire game and nobody's naturally ever going to do that? I mean, to be fair, I guess that's most challenges in this game. Like, nobody's naturally going to just be like, yeah, let's have my, Apom Like, let's naturally use Mimic with a Mime Junior 25 times. Like, I swear, I don't think anybody in this game has ever done that naturally. Damn you, shaking tree in the wrong spot. Shaking. So, okay, I do have my tree memorized now. It is that tree. I mean, on the plus side, we could get a shinier doing this. I think we fly over an alpha too, so we've got an alpha chance, and apparently an EV chance. I didn't even know there was an EV spawn over there, but we saw one, so that would be a fun one. We haven't got a shiny EV yet in this game, but we do have it perfected, so it's got a pretty good chance. I say one if it's not 1 in 512. I wonder if this is faster if we go up top. What, up here? I don't come up here very often. This is kind of one of those kind of like obscure spots in the game. Is there an alpha up here by chance? That's not my tree, darn it! There's my tree down there. And no, it's not shaking. All the trees I don't need to shake, love to shake. Inject School Outbreak. That's a little different. Okay, it's way the hell out there, so one I'm gonna bother. I think this is before here, yes, jumping toward it because of this dragonfly. I can still fly all the way around it. It's probably about the same. I can still get around just far enough to see my tree, which is that one. It's not shaking. This way. And it's not shaking. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I can already tell this is gonna be awful. Cool Roy said, oh, last Legend Arceus stream for a little while. Let's make it as horrible as possible. Did I ever get 2 of these? I cannot remember. Do we need to check that for a shiny? I probably should. I know we've gotten at least 1 out of these. Can't you save and reset these or no? Like if I saved right now before, like the first batch I think would be the same regardless, but like the ones that spawn after those 4, wouldn't those be different? Or is it predetermined for the whole outbreak? That's what I thought. I think we were trying to avoid that though. I do remember this one was awful because of the way these things spawn. Because because they can just flee so easily. And it's hard to get your save in before they flee. Yeah. Well, fun to start. I think we got 2. I think we got 2, and I think we were debating getting a 3rd for the gender difference. Hey, Cyan. You've been beat already. We're doing a palm. We're back to tree hell. And it's way worse tree hell. It can only spawn in 2 trees in the entire game. And we need to see it 15 times, and we've seen it 0 times. And I've reset 10 times. we could. It's been 20 minutes. We haven't even seen one. Ooh, wait, Gumi? No, I think we had his. I think we got that one off the list already. Thankfully, this is the only awful task for Apom. The rest are super easy. I'm honestly disappointed in myself because I thought we had the trees done. Because I know we've done Combi. I don't know. Have we done Vespiquen? Yeah, we have done Vespiquen. Okay. Oh, it's Combi we haven't done. Technically, we need 2 more out of trees. Oh yeah, it was Vespiquen that you guys maybe do. This thing was freaking. This one was awful. I cannot believe you guys. This might have been the worst one in the game. This one might have honestly been worse than everything else combined. The fact we've seen 10 now is ridiculous, because I specifically remember hunting this thing for 4 streams straight. And like, I think we ended up going for Combis along the way, and I think that's how we got the other 5 over time. But yeah, I specifically remember hunting that damn thing for 4 streams straight. You know, I wish there was a way to, like, I wish there was like an in-game honey item in this one to make the tree shake. Like, if you slathered it with honey and then you left the area and came back, it guaranteed it guaranteed one on the next go. I feel like that should have been good. Cool decided we're not mastering any new Pokemon until we play this game again in another 1.5 years. No, we'll play it again after our next game. We're gonna play it between every game. That's the plan. But Cool has said, no more perfects until next time. I wanted to hit 130, and then Cool comes in with the freaking Apom. I cannot believe this shit. How was stuck at 129. Nope. Oh, we got one. Haha! 1 down, 14 to go. Drain punch to the face. Screw you, monkey. Get out of here. Oh, wait, the Muffin's here, too. Oh. Sir, please. I think I need to hear you rock moves, and I don't think I have... You know, no, we're just gonna... Yeah. Hooray! What did I find? Oh, some Glameows, apparently. Right, let me go back to, Apom here. Where is Apom? Apom? Where are you on the list? You technically can get... Yeah, right here, because they can technically spawn down here. Okay. No, why would I want to do alphabetically? You think I want efficiency in this damn challenge? You think I want to go faster? In my 600 hours of pain and agony? I may as well have decided to 100% a freaking Monster Hunter game on stream. You guys want to do the, the Monster Hunter Monster Hunter Portable Bird set on Retro Achievements on stream will be here for 3 years. It's got an average mastery time of 800 hours. Yeah, those games are beefy. Oh my god, 2 in a row? Never mind, we're gonna be done with this in an hour. Perfecting this entry could be worse. Worse than what? Mastering an entire Monster Hunter game for 800 hours? Because I like pain and agony, that's why. We have to jinx it. Yeah, we have to. I have to dare them. I must dare the gods to screw me over with this stupid A-palm. They won't. They're cowards. Hooray. Yeah, that sounds like hell. Let's never do that. Even I'm not that insane. I did the I marked and checked every single cherub tree in the Cornet Highlands. And in the process, it still took a while because the cherubs are like a 90% there in their trees. But we kind of got it along the way with cherub. Yeah, see that's a hell no. Yeah, some challenges are too much even for me. And I've done Professor Oak challenges and everything. And 100% in black too. Including the subway. Frickin' Starfberry in the subway. My proudest accomplishment. That shit took me months. And getting the Pokédex in that game with a solo copy, I had to get that 1 in 400 Grotto Heracross. Or no, it was a Pinsir because I played Black too, but yeah, you know what I mean. My pain knows no bounds. That one freaking Grotto achievement took me half a year. And I'm not even joking about that. I literally bought magnetic weights. Like 100-gram weights that'll fit on my keyboard. To hold down the up and down keys for turbo. So I could AFK grind the damn steps to make the grottos respawn. And it still took 6 months. And that was with checking the grotto literally every 5 minutes while sitting in front of the computer. So I barely was even AFKing. I just used the keys so I could, like, read a book or something in the process. It would help if I had a better computer, because speed up would have been faster, and it would have made the steps go way faster, like the in-game speed up. But I couldn't get that to work very well. The game actually runs like garbage on my computer normally, so speed up actually just makes it like barely double speed, rather than being like quadruple speed like it usually is. So I literally could have done it like in half the time if I had a better setup. In fact, I think you can set it up to 10 times speed, which is probably how some people were able to master the game in 80 hours instead of 300, because I guarantee you over half of my playtime was literally exclusively those Grotto encounters. I cannot imagine trying to do that crap on an actual DS. Like, with 0 speed up and having to actually manually do the steps. Oh my god, you'd be there for years. I have no envy towards competitive players who legitimately built their teams with a multi-scale Dragonite. Because, even with speed up, that multi-scale Dragonite, took me about a month, and that was before I got the keys, so I had to do that manually. Just sitting in front of my computer and just staring at it for hours a day for a month. No, they were added in Gen 7. Thankfully, I was not worried about IVs at all. Because thankfully you can reset the encounter in the grotto. Like once it's spawned, and once you're in the grotto with the Pokemon, you can save in front of it, and you can reset its nature and all that, and its IVs and stuff. So I just reset until I got a decent one with Adamant Nature, which I had a synchronized Pokemon, so that wasn't hard at all. I got it literally first try, and yeah, that was the only like abysmal Pokemon that I had to get for my battle subway team. That thing took way too long, and that thing was the core piece of my team because all that thing does is click substitute and use its marble scale mixed with, I think, what was it? It has Dragon Dance and Dragon Claw. I know that. It was Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, substitute. What was the fourth move? It might have been Toxic. I can't remember. I feel like it was something that raised its... No, it wasn't Roost. It was a stat boost move of some kind, and I cannot remember which one it was. I don't think it was Evasion. I think it was Defense? What could have been Evasion? I can't remember. It could have been Evasion. Oh, number 3. But basically, the strat was to set up using Marble Scale as a shield, basically. Because with Marble Scale, you can basically take any hit in the game with your EV spread right, unless it's an ice move. Through Substitute, so you click Substitute, you take the first hit, you set up, and you just rotate between boosting your stats and using Substitute until you get to full stats. Eventually, your bulk becomes so good that they literally cannot break for your Substitute if they have the wrong Pokemon out. And then you spam Dragon Dance till you're at +6, and then you click Dragon Claw 3 times. The battles were incredibly slow. It would literally take me 2 to 3 minutes per fight. And I remember I had to get to a 203 streak. But, you know, it took me literal months to get that done. No save states, but since that is an in-game achievement, like, it's not tied to actually getting the streak, it's tied to getting the berry at the end. I was able to cheese it a little bit, because you can save between rounds. And you can use that. So you can save after every 7. Let me look this team up real quick. Dragonite. Yeah, mine was not Roost. I see this one that shows Roost, but I specifically remember. I know for a fact it was not Roost. This dude has freaking Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, Dragon Dance, Extreme Speed. That's an awful set. See, this was the one thing I couldn't do. I really wanted to, but it wasn't available. Because it's unavailable in game. If back when the game was still new and for like the first couple months when, you know, the global link was still open and you could do the dream world for the first couple months before they closed it down halfway through the freaking games being out, you could get a hidden ability Durant from it. And that damn Durant is invincible in the battle subway. Like, it literally can't die if you build it right, due to like ability swapping. So you could quite literally just never lose if you got that Durant and made the team built a certain team around it. unfortunately, I mean, you could lose, but it was like so incredibly unlikely that the one guy whose streak I saw, um, it's um, it's the Slacking's ability. Um, Basically, you pass it on to your opponent. You protect every single turn. Um, you protect every single turn that it can't move, or that it can move, and then you set up on every turn that it can. You guarantee yourself to +6. Yeah. So you start with entrainment, give it to the opponent. Um, yeah, so that's exactly what you do. You abuse it. You entrainment, truant over the opponent. Then you set up completely free. Literally can't lose. And you can guarantee it too because by putting like a sash or something on your Durant. So you will always get that off and give it truant. And then from there it's just a matter of, waiting. And then you'll always win. Especially because Durant has like actually crazy strong. Like, have you seen that thing's attack stat? But yeah, you set it up right, you won't lose. You basically guarantee yourself to +6, and once you're there, you won't lose. It's nearly impossible. Especially, and that's just with your first Pokemon. You've got 2 more in the back if things go wrong. And if they go wrong, it's probably because you got reduced to Sash and then got hit with a priority move, and that's only gonna likely happen later after the fight's already half done. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I did, but unfortunately, I really wanted to mess with that Durant, but I had no access to it, due to no access to Global Link. Technically a legal mod in the game, but I'm doing retro achievements and you can't use cheats, so no Pokéhex for me. So yeah, that was unfortunate. My team ended up being, what was my other two? It was Dragonite, Latios, which I know wasn't a great pick, but I used it anyways because it was basically my backup sweeper. If something went wrong with Dragonite, I could bring out the Latios and basically nuke and hope and pray that it was enough to get through the fight. And what was my last Pokemon? I'm trying to remember. It was something really, I want to say, oh god, why can I not remember? I literally used this team constantly for months. Yeah, it was Dragonite, Latios. I wanted to use Mesprit, because I heard there was a Mesprit set that was really good. Latios is freaking fantastic. What are you talking about? Latios is like the de facto battle facility Pokemon for like every old school gen game. No, I said what? I don't know what I said, but no, Latios is fantastic. Oh, I said it wasn't great as in it wasn't great to have Dragonite and Latios on the same team together. I said that's what I meant there. Yeah, it wasn't great to have both of them on the same team. But I figured they're used for different contexts, and the random ice Pokemon that comes in will probably still, I mean, that was my main thing, was the battle subway is designed on the later floors. After playing it for so long, I noticed that they they have like preset team, I get not really like, they're not preset teams, but they've got like designed teams. Like if you're it will purposely give them a team designed around your Pokemon's weakness. So for example, you could get a team of exclusively ice Pokemon. I got that one frequently because I had 2 dragon types on my team, and that's their main weakness. Or every now and then an ace trainer would show up, and that usually meant they had a team of 3 legendaries. gosh, why can't I not remember the last Pokemon? It's gonna drive me insane now. I'm gonna have to literally boot. Oh no, yes, I know what it was. It was freaking Whimsicott. Yeah, it was Whimsicott because that's what it was. That was okay. So you don't lead Dragonite, you lead Whimsicott with Sash. It uses either Taunt or Encore. What usually I usually start it with Knockoff because the first turn was free because Sash. And then you would usually use Memento. That's how you broke through. That's how you got. Yeah, that's how it was because it has Memento, which I had to breed onto it, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I remember I had to do something with that Cottony. I think it was Memento needed bred onto it. Memento would basically lower their attack. It would kill you, but you would get away with it because you would either use Taunt, Encore, or Knock Off on the first turn, knock yourself down to Sash, and then you have Prankster Memento, which guaranteed to go off first. And then you, from there, would swap into Dragonite as your second Pokemon. And then Dragonite would click Substitute, almost guaranteed to take a hit because Marvel Skill plus the Pokemon being having its stats all lowered. And then you set up from there. And if they somehow break through your Dragonite, Latios is in the back to hopefully sweep through any remaining threats. Typically, the team I saw that was like one of the highest end teams, the third Pokemon's actually a Mesprit with like Trick and a couple other things. But I had already caught my Mesprit on my file, and I had not used Synchronize, so it didn't have the right nature and would not have worked. So I kind of made myself have to improvise, and I chose Latios. The team probably would have been better with the Mesprit, but honestly, I don't know. Honestly, because Mesprit was actually not... The Mesprit didn't even have a single attacking move. It was designed to also... Like, the team that I saw was entirely around Dragonite or Bust. I think you started with Whimsicott, then you swapped to Mesprit to lock it down even further, and then you did Dragonite last, and were basically guaranteed... Like, it wasn't perfect, but you were pretty free on it. My strategy was basically just hope and pray they don't have an Ice type. And if they do, hope and pray Latios outspeeds in one-shots. And if not, damn. Eh. Then I had to beat the Pokemon League with all 17 types on mono teams, which wasn't that bad. I literally just I typically did single teams. Like I pick a single Pokemon, level it up like ridiculously high, and run the Elite Four with just that one Pokemon. And if it was a dual type, you'd get both badges for it. And I had to do a solo run anyways because there was also a solo run badge in the game. Yes, they have a singular Pokemon badge, like a beat the league with one Pokemon in your party achievement in game in Black 2, like official Chivo. I was kind of surprised by that, but it was kind of fun. It wasn't hard at all. I literally just used Latios and obliterated everything. My level 100 EV trained Latios. I think the thing about that game though was just that every single part of the process was so time consuming. Like, because it's not just that. It's not just the subway, which took me that long. There's the grottos. They also took bumps. There's the battle. What do you call it? The tree in the White Forest, and the tower, and yeah, it's Black Tower and White Tree Hollow. Those. You have to get 1,000 wins against trainers in that place. The actual place itself is stupid easy. You can fly through it in like half an hour. But getting 1,000 wins in there still isn't that bad, really. It only took me a few days. But that's a few days for one Chivo out of over 200... How many freaking Chivos were in that game? 187. So for one Chivo out of 187... Oh, are you serious? This stupid-ass Combi tree? I'm so mad that one's not an Napalm. Which, it didn't help that the Grotto achievement was also just one achievement that took me 6 months. The Battle Subway one, at least, I mean, the team was Dill. I had to do so much Battle Subway, though, because it wasn't just that one to get the 203 streak. That was just the hardest one. I had to get a 49 streak in every single Subway, except for the Wi-Fi Tower one, because you couldn't do that one. That was down. I can't even imagine trying to streak in the Wi-Fi one, because that one was, you were fighting... Are you serious? Oh, wait, maybe did I not reset the area? Or did that tree literally just shake twice in a row? I don't know. Sometimes I do that. I'll go back and I just won't be thinking and I won't return. Ooh, right, a little outbreak. Don't need it. You already got a shiny Raylo. Honestly, in comparison, because Coliseum was tough, because it basically has the equivalent of a battle subway. But really the only hard part about that one was the fact that I had to use the in-game Pokemon. Like, a lot of the teams in that mode are, on the Coliseum modes in that game are, like, hilariously memey. They're not random teams, like the Battle Subway. They're not, like, a bunch of very specifically trained EV Pokemon, like, just randomly, you know, spread across a bunch of teams at random. They literally have preset teams that are designed to be as awful to face as possible. And some of them are just so memey. Like, like, God, what was it? What was that one there was the freaking, Baton Pass one that was really funny. And then there was the one that did nothing but spam Explosion 3 times. Except that it made sure to knock out one of your Pokemon before it did. So that it always won. So you had to like shut it down before they did that, or you just guaranteed lost. There was also like 4 different teams that had variants of Toxic Stall, which was really annoying. And they really, really, really liked using Kyogre in the later ones. There was like 3 separate teams with a Kyogre on them. And all of them were awful, because there's not really a good way to get through a Kyogre in the game. Especially because I screwed myself. Because in that mode, for some ungodly reason, Pokemon have to be level 50 or below to enter. So, my main team that I used for the entirety of Pokemon Coliseum, unusable. And it included all 3 legendary beasts. Which would have made that so much easier. So, guess who didn't get to use any legendary beasts in my run? Thank God Hariyama exists. Because I was not expecting it, but Hariyama, I was looking into it, and because I was trying to like, figure out how the hell to get through some of these teams. Hariyama is freaking insane in that game. It will destroy everything. It's actually hilarious. And I didn't EV train anything, because there's not really a way to EV train in that game at all. You're kind of just stuck with the luck of the draw. But, yeah, Hariyama was the GOAT. Once I put that on my team, it changed, and I was able to get through most of them just fine. Thankfully, that also, the one good thing about it is you don't have to win them in a row. You do, but you don't. For each win you get without losing a Pokemon, you get a bonus retry, and you start with 5. So by the time I got to the harder game, the actual like really hard ones, I would have like 8 retries. So I had 8 chances to break through it before I had to go back to the beginning. And I still went back to the beginning like 4 times, but no, with the retries, if there was no retries, oh my god, it would have been so much more annoying. But it still only took me like 2 days, I think it was, to get through all of them. Once I got the team right. Alright, well, we got that third Apom pretty quick, and then we haven't seen much since. Yeah, we're not getting through this today. We're almost an hour into the stream. We've only seen 3. This is definitely a multi-stream process, and yes, I cannot believe you chose this school, knowing damn well that it's going to carry over into our next batch of Legends Arceus streams, and God knows how long. Oh, I didn't play any Wii today or yesterday. Work has been exhausting. I don't know what it was, but literally both yesterday and today, I literally came home and crashed. Like, I literally got home, I got off at 2 today, got home at 2:30, took a shower, took a nap. Next thing I knew, it was literally 6:30, and I went and got dinner, and I came up here, came and streamed. I have not done any Wii progress today or yesterday. Yesterday was pretty much the exact same as today. I'm hoping to get a little bit done tomorrow because I don't have to work until late rather than early. And then I'm off for 2 days after that, so I'll get some done. But I'm gonna have to probably do a couple more easy Wii games and just to try to get my points up. Because I haven't earned a new point in like half a week, and that's not good. I need to be averaging at least 1 point every 2 days if I want that Grandmaster badge. And I haven't had a point in 4 days, I think. So I've got to get it done. Yeah, what is today, the 7th? Oh, wait, does it? Oh, Champions comes out tomorrow, and I'm not going to be able to play it. I mean, I could, but I'm going to be so busy with my freaking Wii stuff. I should have another point pretty soon. I've just got World 8 and World 9 for New Super Mario Bros. Wii to finish, and then I'll basically have the mastery. And then I might rush through Pokepark Wii because I can beat that game in, like, what's the average beat time in this? Probably bloated because people are actually trying to master 8 hours. So you could probably beat it in 5 if you were fully trying to. But I mean, I'm also going for master on that, so I won't. So about 8 hours, I can get that done in one sitting, one very long sitting. But oh, Apom, nice. Hello, sir. Wait, really? Tonight at 11 p.m. Oh, well, I might mess with it tonight, then. I mean, that'll be, like, just shortly after the stream ends. Yeah, I might mess with that tonight, then. I mean, I was considering doing all World 8 tonight on New Super Mario Bros., but I might just do that tomorrow. What they Drain Punch that thing? I'll be at work today, so fun. No! Oh, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get that point on New Super Mario Bros. Here soon. I'm gonna work on Mario Kart Wii tomorrow, and I need to like pick out another short beat, because I keep like looking on masteries, but like it's gonna be more effective if I look for short games. Like even if it's a game that's a really annoying mastery, if it's just quick to beat the game, I still get 1 point, and it's still worth at least getting that 1 point. I can't rely just on masteries. Like, oh look, there's a new set for Wii right here. Horrible Histories, Ruthless Romans. What the frick is this shovelware shit? This looks like perfect. And it looks like there's already a mastery, and it's only been out for 14 hours. Fantastic. Yeah, that looks perfect, actually. I could probably master that. And even if I can't, that looks like a beat that I could do very quickly. I don't know how long because there's only 1 beat, so they don't have an average, but that's the kind of thing I need. Dang, that's a shame. Oh, I never reset because, damn it, I keep doing that. That's part of the problem here, too, is I'm getting distracted talking. I'm not focusing on the Apoms, and I keep forgetting to reset the area, and it's wasting so much time. Because I'm doing useless checks that are never going to have a spawn because I've already checked. Alright, 4 out of 15. We need 11 more. You think we can get 11 more Apom in 2 hours? Shaking. Not shaking. Okay. I am debating actually going through and trying to beat Xenoblade on here. It would take like I could probably do it in 40 hours if I skip cutscenes, which I think you can do on a first playthrough. I hope. If not, I can just hold the speed up button through cutscenes. I could probably do it in like 40 hours, and that's 3 points. It does have triple points, so even if I'm not going for mastery, if I just get the beat on it, it's still 3 points for the challenge, and I can come back through when I'm actually ready to fully master it and just start over. Well, I wouldn't start over, but I would, you know, I'd go from a fresh save. No. Okay. The other three, there's a couple other 3-point games that's probably worth doing for beats. I probably do try to do all of these, all of the bounty games, just for their beats. Maybe not all of them, but most of them, because like Bit Trip is on there for 2 points, like the first one. I think that game's kind of hard, which is why it's on there. But you beat it, you get 2 points. Mastery would be trickier, but I bet you could beat it in like an hour and get, you know, the points of a full thing. No. No. Another 3-point game that I'm kind of tempted on, but I might wait on, is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Or not Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. But I think I'm gonna wait on that one because I think it's a sequel to Path of Radiance on GameCube. I think both games have Ike in them, and I think one might be a direct sequel of the other. So I don't wanna. I gotta like double check and see how that works. So I might play through the. Where? Combi! Is it boy or girl? Holy shit, it's another female Combi. No. Oh, it's gotta be gone. Hold on. Save. Okay, we're fine. Roy should pick Path. Okay, good. Then that's probably what I would do. Okay. Bye, shiny female Combi. Should be fine. I don't even really care if we fail it. I've already actually got one. It's actually insane. We've gotten 2 shiny Kobe's in this playthrough, and they've both been female. Like, what the frick are the odds of that? Is it gonna be permanently running, though? Because if so, it's gonna be really tricky to get a ball at this thing. Okay, where is it? There it is. Was that tree shaking before? There we go. 83, heck yeah. Good one, too. Okay, let's, save again. I'm checking something. Yeah, no, I was not a fan of that part of ZA. It is a missed opportunity. I mean, I get why you don't, but like given the area. Okay, and the tree was shaking. Okay, so I cannot just reset to get trees to shake, because if I could, that might have been faster than doing this. It would have guaranteed that I was actually resetting and not forgetting and rechecking uselessly. Wait, that's not what I want. Get our shinies into their boxes before I forget they're all over here and they become a pain. Wait, my Golbat. Golbat! Yeah, Vivo Kobe, that's actually hilarious. We got another one. Okay, what else did I have in here? The Shinx. And I had that Cypher. I mean, I was fine with the Luvios thing. People get a little on that one. I honestly have never considered that a big deal in my eyes. Like, people are like, I want to explore the whole region. Well, yeah, so do I, but like, I also like being able to see an actual city that feels like it's the size of a city, and not 5 buildings in a empty field. Like, I don't know. I would love to see I want to see a Pokemon game eventually where every city is like what we saw in ZA for Lumiose. But that's years off still. Before that's even possible. Well, I mean, let's be real, dude. The idea of them making sacrifices to make it work. By the time they're making sacrifices, they're too far. They're way too far into to the game to change it. Like, by the time they realize that they would have to make sacrifices to make it fit properly, they are long past the point of changing their mind. And really, I honestly think the reason it looks like garbage in spots, like specifically, people complaining about the windows being JPEGs, um, is really more because they had to also optimize it for Switch 1. Honestly, I kind of wish they just said screw you guys on Switch 1 and just did Switch 2, but I also get why they did it, and if it was an exclusively Switch 2 game, we wouldn't have had that problem at all. It would have ran it just fine, and they would have been able to do whatever they wanted. So on the plus side, we don't have to worry about that again. It should not be a problem. Is this our first time eating this? A palm tree to shake? I can't remember. No, I think it's the second. Okay. I mean, yeah, but that's not the kind of thing that they would have. That's not considered a sacrifice. I'm talking technical sacrifice. A gameplay sacrifice. That's different. Because at that point, you're just exchanging that for some other feature that you wouldn't have got out of this game. Like trainer battles. They had to sacrifice trainer battles almost in... Like, there are trainer battles, but, dude, they're so few and far between, and at this point in the game, you never get any. You're just fighting wild Pokemon, and there's nothing else. Like, the post-game in this game is pretty empty. That is something that ZA definitely has over this. That is false, Pyro. That is some bullshit that someone on Twitter spewed and it got spread around. Not true. The model they dug out of the files to claim that is the model used in the museum as the hologram of Lumio City in the museum. It's not the model used for the entire city. Yeah, that was some bullshit somebody spewed because they just wanted to start some drama, and of course it worked because it spread like crazy. Yeah, not true. People have already debunked that several times by proving it is in fact not a single model, and the game does in fact deload and load areas properly, as as a standard open world game does. I most definitely would put it past Game Freak. If you were that, there is no that's even below Game Freak standards. Let's be real. Like, they aren't great programmers, but let's be real. They've made games long enough to know not to do something that stupid. If it was one model, the game wouldn't even function. But yeah, that's one of my problems a lot lately, and it actually kind of is one of my pet peeves. Is so much shit like that gets spewed around on the internet by people who have never even touched the game just because they want the game to fail. Like, guys, come on. Like, people become keyboard warriors over video games they don't give a shit about just because they want other people to stop enjoying it. Like, they're like, I want Pokemon to change. It needs to be good again. It's like, dude, you just said in another post that you haven't even played the game since the 90s. Like, and that Charizard is your favorite Pokemon, and Gen 1 is the best games. Gen 1 is literally a worse buggy mess than Legends ZA will ever be. Like, come on, dude. Like, let's be real, Red and Blue are garbage. They're fantastic for the time, but they suck. They are not good games. Yeah, Gen 1 is Gen 1 is like buggy in a funny way though. Like, because nothing functions, like, it functions, but it's a disaster. That game is, nothing works as intended, and it's, did you know, what was it? I think it's one of the Pokeballs in that game doesn't even work. Like, it doesn't give a boosted catch rate like it's supposed to. There's so much stuff in those early Pokemon games. I think it's Gen 2. Like, half of Kurt's Pokeballs literally just don't do anything. Like, or they do the opposite effect. Yeah, like, there's like several where the Pokeball, like a Love Ball actually works on same gender Pokemon and has a less catch rate on opposite gender Pokemon, which is the literal exact opposite of what it's supposed to do. Or, yeah, like you said, Moon Balls. Yeah, Ultra Balls are worse than Great Balls. That's what I was thinking of. I thought it was something like that. Because I specifically remember one of the strats was to use Great Balls for everything and not Ultra Balls. Yeah, it's so funny. But yeah, it's sad because I do see that all the time. Yes, that's what it was. Moonball works on Pokemon that evolve using a burn heal, which is absolutely freaking nothing. Like, how does that even happen? Come on, guys. Like, I understand that it would be a little tricky to test that because it only works on Pokemon that already have a pretty good catch rate. But, like, guys, of all things, a burn heal? But yeah, it's not even just that game that gets that freaking garbage to talk about it, too. I've seen a lot of Nintendo stuff lately, and I'm honestly really confused. Like, I mean, I'm not confused. I know exactly why people are mad. Apparently, the console wars never ended, and I see a lot of 30-year-old people, 30-year-old grown men, um, with no jobs who like to go on Twitter and pretend that the console wars are still exist and are still very important to them. And they're very mad about Sony raising the price on their PlayStation. So they've been coping for the last 2 weeks by saying that Nintendo has no choice but to follow because of the RAM prices that are currently crashing. And yeah, it's like, guys, why does it matter to you? Like, why do you act like you want them to raise the price of the Switch too? Just to give yourself a win. And it's like, it's really not that deep, guys. Just enjoy your freaking PlayStation that you clearly already owned before the price hike. Alright, cool. Sounds good. Have a good one. Good luck with work. I also keep seeing people saying that Nintendo has no plans for the year because we didn't get a Direct in January. And I'm sitting here like, I mean, I get it. You want your Direct, but they've been releasing games like we've been getting a new exclusive like every month for literally since the game came out. Yeah, like that. See, I don't even like saying that Nintendo won the console wars because then I just feel like I'm part of the console wars by even claiming that. Yeah, honestly, I do expect there to be a Direct later this month. April was a pretty common time for their Directs, and we're now at the end of what they have revealed. So we are at a point where it's Direct time. And we need Fire Emblem's release date, and let's be guys, let's be real, it's releasing in July. It's coming out in July. Fire Emblem, like, always comes out in July. So we need a new trailer for that before then, and honestly, I'm shocked we didn't get a Direct in January, just so they could spend 20 minutes talking about it like they did for Free Houses. Because God, do you guys remember the Free Houses Direct treatment? Like, holy shit, that game came out like a year after it was revealed, and every single Direct for the entire time period there had like entire massive like chunks of the Direct dedicated to advertising that game. Like, I specifically remember a Direct that was like half an hour long, and 10 minutes of it, 10 entire minutes of it was dedicated to free houses, and I remember people were so pissed off about it. I can tend like I don't know when I don't really care too much about them. They're fun when they happen, but I've kind of gotten to a point just from over the years of watching them that I've kind of learned the you can. A lot of people will go online and say, "Oh, I leaked the Nintendo Direct. I predicted it," and it's like, it's really not that hard if you just look at the past few years and just look at your calendar and point at a day that looks similar. And it's you could probably at least one or two people are probably going to be right. Um, like Nintendo likes to do January directs, usually a mini or a partner showcase. They love those in January. They like to do a direct in February, typically a full direct. They love April directs, which is what I think we're going to have here. They love June directs for E3, and even after E3 we typically get one, although sometimes we get one in July. I think Free Houses was July. I think Free Hope. When was Free Hope? I don't know if that followed the trend because it was a different company. But if I recall, I thought I saw something about. I think when did Engage release? I don't know. I saw something about like showing one release dates of Fire Emblem games, and like literally over how I thought I saw like a good chunk of them are July releases. Here, Fire Emblem release dates. First one was in April, March, January, May, September, March. Yeah, so they're the early ones. Let me go scroll down all the way to the recent. Where is Three Houses? Where's Three Houses? It's not on the list. Why is Three Houses not on the list? That's actually hilarious. Did they forget Three Houses existed? Excuse me? Hello? Wow. Oh, there it is. I found it. What the frick? It's not in order. Why is it down here? Oh, well, yeah, no, I don't know what I saw, because I'm looking at it now, and, yeah, no, you're right. Blazing Blade came out in July, I guess. Yeah, no, actually, that's actually funny. I don't know what I saw then, because, Three Houses is literally the only one that ever came out in July. Aside from the, very specifically, PAL version of Blazing Blade. I need to play those, the GBA ones. I've heard they're some of the best ones. I want the remake. Well, not the remake. I want the port of Shadow Dragon on Switch, and I'm really sad that I don't know. I didn't care about that back then. If I remember too much, because I hadn't played Free Hopes yet or Free Houses yet, so I got delisted. And now the only way to get that game is to buy a sealed copy of the collector's edition physical, because it comes with a download code in the box that will still work, and that's about 140 bucks. Before, I think you could just download the game digitally by itself for like what, like $15 or $20. I hope they remake the other ones. I think there was leaks and rumors about maybe one of the other old ones getting a remake soon, but I can't remember. I feel like that's one of those leaks that's been persistent for a while, to the point where I think people are just guessing until it inevitably happens, and then they claim they knew all along. I feel like that happens with a lot of games like that, where it's like very obvious they're going to do more like that eventually. So people just pretend they had inside information and constantly leak it until it happens for real. $7 or $8? Damn! So it was even cheaper. Yeah, that's not bad at all for that game. But I guess it's niche, and they probably didn't expect it to sell very good. I wonder how much was the collector's edition, like, at MSRP? Was it a full $60, or was it, like, much cheaper? Was it, like, a $30 release or a $40 game? Probably, I would say probably 40 bucks if I had to guess. I had to look at... What all did that come with? I know it came with, like, a map and a couple other things. I think there was, like, a NES cartridge or something. Like, a replica. Like, of what it would have looked like if it got an NES release, even though it was a Famicom game. I've heard... Yeah, I think that's the one that people were rumoring and supposedly leaking about. But, again, I've been hearing that leak and rumor for, like, 3 years. I've also keep hearing that there's a Fire Emblem game complete on Nintendo's desks that they could release whenever they want. And I'm sitting here like, okay, but, like, why wait? Especially cross-console generation. So I'm wondering if it's more of a port than a remake and more of, like, a translation. Supposing it does exist. In that way, that would be the only reason I could imagine, because then it doesn't matter if they release it on Switch or Switch 2, because it doesn't change anything. I've heard that one's good, though. Isn't that that's the Super Nintendo one, right? One of the Super Nintendo ones? Is that the one Roy is from? Which one is Roy from? Because he was in Melee, so he was in one of the very early ones. I'm honestly shocked that one didn't get an eventual release already, honestly, if that is the one Roy is from. But then again, it wouldn't be the first time looking at freaking Lucas. Roy was not... Which one is Roy in? So I know there was, what, 2 on the NES and 2 on the Super Nintendo? Ah, getting off him. And I know Barf was in the first one. On NES. I mean, they've done some... Oh, it's in Bind... Oh, he's... Oh, right, because, yeah, that would have also predated Melee, just barely. Makes sense. I should have known that. He's literally on the cover of the game. But yeah, Nintendo's done some pretty funny stuff over the years where it's like, what the frick are you doing? Like, for example, dropping the reveal of Age of Calamity on a random Tuesday morning. You guys remember that? That's kind of one of the recent ones where I'm just looking at like, what the frick? Oh, or Everybody 1-2 Switch, that absolutely god-awful dog shit game. Where they literally, where they revealed it on freaking Twitter. Like, they literally revealed it on Twitter and said it comes out next week. Do you guys remember that? That one was pretty funny. I specifically remember before that got revealed, it was probably the funniest real leak in Nintendo history. There was a leak that Nintendo had that game ready to release, but even the internal Nintendo employees thought it was so absolutely dog shit that they were considering throwing it in the trash. Like, that was an actual leak from Nintendo about that game. That... Ooh, another shiny? Tangela. But yeah, even the actual Nintendo executives thought that game was horrible, and they still chose to release it. And lo and behold, it was garbage. That's why it got a Twitter. That is why it got revealed on Twitter. Oh, I'm not talking about Engage. I'm talking about Everybody 1-2 Switch. Yeah, no, Engage. I've heard is actually, I've heard this. What I've heard of Engage is the story kind of sucks, but the gameplay is like the best in the series. Is basically what I've heard on that game. So it's kind of a mixed bag. If you don't care about the story, you're gonna love it. If you more care about the story than the gameplay, you're gonna hate it. So honestly, I feel like I would like it because I do like the gameplay of Fire Emblem. So I would probably like that game. We'll probably stream it sometime. It could be fun. But at this point, we've got we've got a Warriors game to get through for that series, and we've also, on top of that, got a new game coming out this year. So it might be a while before we get to Engage. I do own it. It's sitting on my shelf. I say that like I don't own like almost every single Nintendo Switch game, but you know, whatever. It is kind of funny, though, that Fire Emblem seems to be kind of following the Monster Hunter formula of generations, where they have, like, one big game and then one smaller, like, more arcadey style game. And then they have one big game, and then they have their arcadey. Like, I feel like they've been doing that a little bit with with Fire Emblem as of late, and it's kind of funny when you kind of notice the similarities. It's more obvious with Monster Hunter because their big games tend to launch on the other consoles, and they get their arcadey game on Nintendo. But Fire Emblem is all Nintendo. I feel like it was kind of the same, where we had Awakening, and then we had Fates. And then we had Three Houses, and then we had Engage. And now we've got, whatever the frick it's called. So it's like, huh. Oh wait, I never updated our Shine Tracker a second time. 1 second. Honestly, the thing that yeah, I've heard bad things about Conquest. I've heard pretty bad things about that one story. The thing that turns me up about Engage the most for me, though, is just the character designs. They don't look like they're from a Fire Emblem game. Like, come on, they look like they're from a freaking anime expo. Like, come on, these are cosplayers at an anime convention. These are not medieval warriors. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with the character designs in Engage. Like, what the hell was the... What was the thought process behind Mr. Crest toothpaste? Like, come on, guys. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. The story was never... I feel like the problem is, I think they kind of underestimated how much people loved Three Houses' story. So I think a lot of people who started the series with Three Houses as their big entry point didn't really understand. Like, I don't know. I feel like they didn't realize what they were getting into. And I think that caused some unfortunate, miscommunication with the community. Shiny alpha female Eevee. Oh my god, good luck. Yeah, that's a yikes from me. I wish you luck. For 200 hours. Do you have any shiny alpha Eevees though to show for it at least? Males. Is that our tree? No, it's not our tree. Damn it! That's our tree. Oh god. Just needs to go frick away. 7 shiny males. You don't even have like a normal female? Oh god. Yeah, that is rough. I feel for you though, because I have literally one single shiny Eevee for my shiny living dex that I've been working on over the years for like in Pokemon Home, and I got it in the Friend Safari and X and Y, and it's female. That was before the gender difference though, so it wasn't quite as fun. I also feel for you because we literally just found a shiny female Combi, like literally half an hour ago. 4 Shalpa Shinx? Oh my god. I mean, the Shalpa Shinxes are cool. Something you'll quickly learn about me is that we love Shinx here. We have 3 Shinx emotes and 0 Vulpix emotes, which is still kind of funny to me, but we'll get those Vulpix emotes eventually. The remake is kind of hard to tell. Speaking of which, I don't think I reset again. I think I'm checking for no reason again. I keep doing this. Free shiny Cherubi? Oh my god. Wait, how did you get the shiny Cherubies while looking for a shiny Eevee? I'm confused on that. Oh, because you were looking... Oh, I see. Because you were doing... Or no, the shiny female Combies also during this. Huh? I'm confused. Why were you doing tree encounters for Eevee? Were you looking for the tree foxes? Ah, well, fair enough. Well, hey, shiny Cherubies are pretty crazy in this game. So congrats on those at least. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I've been checking all the Burmy trees for the most part when I see them, but this time I haven't been because I'm too fixated on trying to find these freaking Apoms we're looking for right now. Oh my god, can we please... 8 shiny male EVs, you got one this morning. Oh no. Well, hey, you can get the full set evolved now. Oh my god. Ooh, Premflo. Tempting. Maybe we'll go out. I might... Wait, do I need that? No. Yeah, we've already fed it and caught 5. With that said, 21 normal shiny Shinx. We love shiny Shinx here. I have 3 of them on this save file. 3 of our 84 shinies are Shinx. 14 Bidoof, 13 Starly. Yeah, that's insane. I have yet to try a hunt like that. Like a crazy phase hunt like that, where you're just gonna have, like, dozens of shinies you don't care about to try to find the one you do. I need to catch that Empoleon. Oh no, we already finished Empoleon. When did we... Oh, okay, I didn't even know we finished Empoleon. That's kind of funny. Oh wait, why did I put my freaking thing there? That is not where the outbreak is. Any shinies in this first group? No? Okay, then I don't care. You specifically got the game for this hunt? Oh my god. Yeah. Not a hunt I would be jumping for joy to jump into. That is saying something. And that, like I said, that's saying something coming from me. I mean, do you see what we're doing right now? We're trying to perfect this damn Pokédex. I clearly have a few screws loose. So for me to even be like, I would hesitate on that one. Yeah. That would be saying something. Pig, blue ribbon, dog. Yes. Cat, fox, bunny thing. Yeah, like... Yeah, I have 0 place to judge, therefore I shall not judge. You will get that EV one of these days, and it will be literally the happiest moment of your life, and the whole thing will be worth it. That is the joy of shiny hunting. It might genuinely be the most excited someone will ever be for a shiny in this game. We have 84 of them. I just go, oh, hi, shiny, whenever one pops up now. Like, I just kind of have stopped caring. Like, we literally just got a shiny female Combi earlier today, and I just said, oh, that's neat. Like, that is my first... I need you guys to understand, that is my third shiny female Combi, like, total. I've got 2 in this game, in this playthrough, and I got one back in the day in the friend Safari. Which, that one I actually was specifically going for. Yeah, I am very distant. Yeah, absolutely. You barely react to Shellfish Stinks anymore. Damn, yeah, you're really far gone. See, that's what I miss though about old games is, oh my god, I used to get so excited for shinies, man. Used to hunt them back in Gen 6, Gen 7, even a little in Gen 5. And now... Yeah. Nope. I fell off of it quite heavily in Gen 8. And then this game came out and shinies basically became handouts. And that carried over into Gen 9, and I just have not cared about them anymore. Like, I don't hunt in Scarlet and Violet, I don't hunt in this. I don't even count the Pokemon in this game. You'll trade me it for the Shellfish Shanks? That's hilarious. I feel like that's a very lopsided trade in your favor, but hey. You do what you gotta do. Yeah, see, that's kind of my problem though, is it's unfortunate because now for my living decks, I don't want to hunt in these games But, like, I have to make exceptions for the Hisuian forms. Or for literally the entire Gen 9 Pokédex, and presumably, when Gen 10 comes out, probably that Pokédex too, because I'm sure they won't get any harder in that one. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but what can you do? Like, I have a bunch of shinies. Um, Also, let's be real, shinies were just way better in Gen 5 and prior. Like, Heart Gold Soul Silver hunts are fantastic just because you also get the shiny following sprites, and they just look so good in that game. And Gen 5 has the animated sprites that look fantastic. Getting those shiny is always great. You're considering it for... Oh, well, now we have multiple people considering games for specifically shiny alpha EVs. Yeah, so that's like... Yeah, like... ZA is... I don't know, man. See, the thing is, though, I don't... How do the alphas work in... Well, cause I have seen that. That you can, like, really get so many Shalfas in that game. And I actually don't know how they function, exactly. I haven't properly shiny hunted in that one. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. You trust me, dude? They blew that out of proportion so much. You almost never, you don't notice that in game unless you are right up against the buildings and looking for it. People in their hyper realistic horrors on people's faces on these PlayStation 5 games. Like, come on now. I played that entire game, and I think I only noticed the window textures like twice in the entire playthrough. For the most part, the game actually looks fantastic. The game works and runs just fine. Yeah, I honestly did not have any complaints about the visuals in that game. And the Pokemon models all look really good in that one too. Oh. Okay, so well, for what I was gonna say, I've noticed that the alphas are very easy to get in that game, and I've never actually hunted in it, so I don't properly know how that works. Because I have definitely seen pictures of people who are like, look at this Shalfa Finnegan I got, and there's like eight shinies on screen, and 7 of them are Shalfas, and it's so funny. I know it's something with the fact that, like, if you don't catch a shiny, it just sticks around. Like, they don't despawn like they do in these games. But it's still so funny to see that. But I am a bit confused on why there's so many alphas in comparison. Shiny and alpha. Oh, I see. See, that's the kind of stuff I didn't like in Scarlet and Violet. They're too overpowered. But yeah, I also was mentioning that the texture thing, the whole thing about the 2D building questions. Yeah, the whole thing about the windows in ZA is so dumb to me because, like, I played that entire game start to finish, and I think I only noticed those windows maybe twice. In fact, I probably would have never noticed them if it weren't for that stupid viral post about how bad the window graphics were. I quite literally would have went that entire game without ever noticing. Oh, you can't just give me a Vulpix outbreak and expect me not to check it. One in 230,000. With only up to 5 spawns per map. Yikes. Holy God. No, thank you. That is insane. Those saves come for hours. Yeah, because once you get the donut, you're basically set, right? Yeah, because like once you get your donut, you're gonna get it. It guarantees a shiny? Are you serious? Okay, that's some bullshit. Come on now. Yeah, no, that might be the worst egregious case of shinies becoming less and less, you know, worthwhile I've ever seen, if that's actually the case. Completely serious. Oh my God, that's so awful. I hate that with a burning passion. And there are some people who are gonna think I'm crazy for that, but nope, I actually hate that. One in 57,000 for outbreaks. Oh no. Affects one type, so you have to use it on the wormhole of Pokemon of that type. Yeah, but like, if you force it, like if you get it onto the right, like wormhole, like say you're looking for a Finnegan, just use it on on a wormhole that only has Finnegan as like its only fire type, right? Then you guarantee a shiny Finnegan. Yeah. On the plus side, the outbreak, that's still ridiculously better than not having the outbreaks. The outbreak, that's still like hilariously better, like the odds. God. Yeah, that's still awful, but could be worse. Please tell me you at least have Eevee's Pokédex perfected. For the extra shiny boost. And that you have a shiny charm. For four, they are 4 perfect. Oh my God. They're themed around types, so oh, okay, I see. They would all be. I get it. Okay. Yeah, I have the DLC. I just haven't played it yet. I just have not found the time to get around to it. I've got so much crap to play lately. It just has not happened. Oh, are you serious? Freaking mop them. I will say I have spoiled myself on the full DLC at this point, though.
Like, story-wise, I've seen all the new megas. And I've seen the super boss. Which is awesome, by the way. But, that's about it. It doesn't even, I guess I call it a super boss. It's not technically a super boss. I go by Xenoblade terms for super bosses, where a super boss is a boss that's higher level than you can possibly ever reach. Oh my god, I hit the freaking reset. ZA is honestly, it's not an amazing story by any means, but it's not a bad story either. I actually did kind of enjoy it. It was kind of fun there for a bit. Oh yeah, me too. There's rumors that that Staraptor gets contrary, which is insane. But I'm very biased because I love contrary. One of my favorite Pokemon to use is a contrary superior. But yeah, that's the rumor, is that that's what it has, is contrary. I'm mostly excited about Mega Meganium, and its freaking instant solar beams, and boosted synthesis, and growths. Which it doesn't get growth technically, yet. But do not be shocked if you boot up Champions tomorrow and you find growth in its learn set. Because some Pokemon have had adjusted learn sets. So, yeah. Oh, no, I did reset. It still is foggy. Okay. I was gonna say, if it's still freaking much off there, I'm pissed off. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be unkillable. I mean, because, like... I mean, you can still knock it out well before. There's definitely... It's not, like... It wouldn't be too crazy, but... Yeah, it would definitely be strong. I mean, I love using Leaf Storm Superior Contrary. That's one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, no. Close combat to bulk up your freaking Staraptor is hilarious to me. Yeah, it still has counters. Primarily called Ghost types. Which are fairly common. Let's be real, Mega Gengar is still probably going to be pretty high tier, even with its massive nerf since Gen 6. Even without Levitate, it'll probably still get plenty of use. What does it have now, Mega Gengar? Is it Shadow Tag? Or no, that's what it had before. It was Levitate for normal Gengar. Yeah, because Gengar has, like, Shadow Tag and Perish Song, which is hilarious to me. Woofy foaming at the mouth right now. Yes, Superior is probably one of my favorites to use with Contrary. I don't know if it's my favorite starter. It's a really close fight. I've always said that if a game made me choose between Snivy, Fennekin, and Popplio, I would never be able to choose. Although, I probably would, because I probably wouldn't pick Fennekin, because I only like Fennekin. I don't like its evolutions very much. So, maybe I'd pick a different fire type for that, but... I don't know, there's not really any other fire types I like at all. But I am very biased towards Firefox, so... You know, for obvious reasons. Sprigatito would be the one that gives, Superior a run for its money. Because, I mean, I love all of its line, too. which I didn't think I would. The second I saw that it stood up on two legs, I'm like, oh god, here we go again. But no, I actually don't mind. I was surprised. I actually don't mind Meowscarada at all. I actually kind of like its design. It's kind of neat. I like the kind of style it goes for with the magician whole vibes. And it doesn't make my eyes bleed like Incineroar does. Oh, Torracat is so... I love Torracat so much. Yeah, I would... I would... I went with Litten in my first Sun and Moon playthrough because I just liked Litten more than the other two base starters. Which that was at the time. Even nowadays, I do like Popplio more. I don't know. I like the underrated guy. Nobody likes Popplio. They think he's ugly. I think he's kind of adorable. Plus, Primarina literally carried my Ultra Sun playthrough for Ultra Necrozma, so now I have a soft spot for it. How many freaking Apalms are we at? It has been so long since our last Apalm. We're at 5 of 15. At nearly 2 hours. Meanwhile, I already have my choice for Wind and Waves. No, we have to do, we have to get it out of trees. If it was just standard encounters, it would be easy peasy. Unfortunately, we have to get it out of trees for research tasks. And, the only way to do that is this tree and that tree. And they're the only two trees in the entire game. The only two trees in the entire game that Apalm can jump out of. And we need it to jump out of those trees 15 times. And in 2 hours, we've only got one of those two trees to shake 5 times. Oh yeah, no, I'm Gekwa all the way. I am definitely on Team Gekwa. Give me the stupid, hilarious littlest pet shop lizard. I'm rooting for it because the last two water starters kind of sucked. Sorry Sobble and not sorry Quaxley. Sobble at least was kind of fun. I liked Sobble. I didn't like its evolutions at all. Gen 8 was probably... I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think the Gen 8 starters might be the worst batch of Pokemon in the entire series. Not just starters, the worst batch of Pokemon in the entire series. I actually hate them. Like, I like Sobble, and I like none of the others. Sobble, of the 9 Pokemon, of the 9 starter Pokemon, like, evolutions included, Sobble is the only design I like. Literally the only one. The middle stage evolutions for that are, like, and I know there's a lot of Raboot fans who are going to hate me for this, the middle stage Gen 8 starters are quite literally some of the worst designs I've ever seen in the series. I hate them with a burning passion. Like, the Gen 8 starters are so weird to me because they feel like they feel so forced. Because they were trying to really force in the fact that we're in freaking Britain. Like, yes, I know. For the love of God, please. We don't have to literally theme our starter Pokemon around popular British things. Like, Jesus. It feels so forced, and it makes the designs feel so crappy and lame. Like, I don't want a soccer rabbit just because freaking football is popular over there. Or the James Bond Pokemon because, good lord, they like him over there. Like, it's I don't know, it's so dumb. Such a stupid way to design your starters. Like, I mean, Grookey's line was okay. I freaking hate Thwacky. It's like the worst. Thwacky might be one of the worst defenders, honestly. Despise it. It might genuinely be one of the most... Hold on, wait, I have an idea. Bulbapedia. No, not Mount Faraway. We're done. I've given my computer PTSD. We were looking for that Riolu in Mystery Dungeon for so long that now when I search for Bulbapedia, it literally defaulted my link to the Mount Faraway page. It just thinks we're still in hell. No, stop defaulting to freaking Mount Faraway. It will literally not let me. Okay, there we go. We're gonna click on the home page. Where is it at? Oh god, they like changed their entire Oh no, what the frick? Oh, what the hell? What happened to their home screens? They like updated it all. Okay, well I can't do that now, I guess. They used to have a thing on the front page that was like most popular Pokemon and least popular Pokemon, like depending on how much activity the pages get. And I'm pretty sure Thwacky quite literally is like the lowest Pokemon on that list typically, like in those bottom 5. See, I don't hate, like I said, I don't hate Sobble. I hate its evolutions. I don't know. I feel like Gen 8 starters fall into the category of that's not a Pokemon, that's a dude who should be paying rent. Like like god. Like my freaking Cinderace is a freaking freeloader. He needs to get his ass a job. Sock is also just a dude who needs to be paying rent, let's be honest. I didn't say it was just those starters who I don't like their designs of. But, yeah, no, it's, I don't know. It's not just the fact that they're like that. It's the fact that their themes are so forced onto them. Because, like, we've got a bunny, a monkey, and a lizard. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of nice. I'll take the bunny. But now they don't feel like natural evolutions, you know? Like, it does, like, Cinderace does not look like something a Scorbunny would naturally turn into. Or Inteleon, especially, does not look like something Sobble would naturally evolve into. Like, what would naturally cause, in the wild, a rabbit Pokemon to evolve into a species that loves a very specifically human sport? Like, it's just, I don't know, it's so dumb. I don't like that style of design or like the whole concept behind, because like starters typically have a little bit of a theme. Yeah, they do. They have like a super weird generic feel to them that I've never seen with starters before or since, because I mean the Gen 9 starters were pretty good. We pretend that Quaquaval doesn't exist, but you know, Meowscarada was good, and Skeledirge was awesome. Skeledirge was probably one of the best starters in a long time, actually. I actually really do. I love Skeledirge's design, and it's not even my choice. I will always go with Sprigatito over Fuecoco any day of the week, because I am a cat person, and therefore I will always pick the kitty. But you know. Yes, Gardevoir has to pay rent. In fact, Gardevoir has to pay double because if you've got a Gardevoir living in your house, it has to pay the damages that it's going to cause to your branding. If you've got a Gardevoir living in your house, you're gonna have accusations, and you need lawyer fees, and that Gardevoir is paying for them. Yes, a little Spriggy. Yes, Spriggy is fantastic. I literally, the second I saw that thing, I'm like, okay, this is my new best friend. I don't even need to see its evolutions. I already know it's mine. And that was even while knowing that it was probably going to turn into Furby. Which it definitely did, but eh. It feels like less obvious furry bait, at least, compared to certain other species Braixen. I hate that all the starters I like always turn into those. And it's like, come on, man, I just wanted my little Finnegan, and then you turn into a freaking Braixen. Or I wanted my Spriggy, and then you... Well, I mean, like I said, Spriggy wasn't that bad, because, like, Floragato was pretty cool with the yo-yo and stuff. But, like, eh. Me and my friend and my mom all chose Sprigatito. You chose correctly. It is the only choice. Sorry, few Coco stands. Not sorry, Quaxley stands. You guys don't exist. There is no such thing as a Quaxley stand. Yeah, like, they literally do. Like, Cinderace literally just, like, follows him around like it's like his freaking roommate. Like, it doesn't look like it's his Pokemon. It just looks like a dude following him around. Love gestures. Yeah, Score Bunny is what I chose in Gen 8. And as you've heard by my opinions, I was not very pleased with what it turned into. Okay, that was probably the only time I have felt proper disappointment in the evolution of one of my starters. Like, ever. Even Incineroar, because I chose Litten first. I was like, this sucks, but also I kind of expected it, so, like, I'm not really that upset. Plus, it's still got a kind of neat design. It's got the wrestler flare going on, like, it still kind of works. It's just, you know, whatever. And then Gen 8 happened, and I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. And if Incineroar replaced Cinderace, it would have probably been just as bad. I probably would have hated it just as much as I hate Cinderace. Maybe even more, because Litten would have definitely been my choice in that game over the other two starters. Because like I said, I've grown on Sobble over the years. Oh wait, I actually need to catch this. Hello. Oh, I see it there. So I was correct. It spawns here at night. So I wasn't crazy. This is the spot for this thing. Now comes the fun part. Trying to freaking catch this thing. Okay, how close can I get to this thing? Oh, wait, I can go over here. That's better. And it went over there. Of course. Ow. Get in ball. Get in the ball. Get in the ball! Oh my god. I hate trying to hit these things. I'm rooting for you. Where the frick did it go? Hello? Oh, it's... Damn it. Oh, this thing's gonna be awful. I think I might catch like this thing like 10 times in the air. Maybe it's 5. I mean, it's not awful. He's gonna find the right... There we go. Found it. Once you hit it once, you can spam it. Tree's not shaking. That tree's not shaking. Alright, reset again. But yeah, we have to now hope and pray that Gekwa doesn't turn into some ungodly furry creature. But odds are pretty high that it probably will. But like I said, I feel like every time I like a starter, it turns into something horrible and horrifying, and makes me feel like I need to not evolve my starter whenever I choose it. Which is unfortunate, but oh well. I love how we've already reached this whole thing about, one, four-legged starters have to be chained to the floor so they can't stand on two legs, and B, we have to keep the boxing gloves away from the fire starters, or they're going to become fighting types, and we cannot have that. It's not allowed. And I kind of am under the impression that we're gonna get both this generation. I think it's gonna stand up and become a fighting type. God, I hope not. He doesn't have the brain cells. Yeah, I mean, that's also true. He really does not. Honestly, I'm kind of concerned that he might not even have the brain cells for breathing. So, he might not last very long in a fight. Or ever. Yeah. I am, most definitely the opposite. I don't feel... He can be the stupid or up to my stupid. You know what? Fair. You said it, not me. God damn it, this freaking Combi tree again. Yeah. But unlike you, I am feeling very unsafe with my Gekwa. I am terrified of what that thing is going to turn into. But unfortunately, I will probably choose it regardless. And I will have to evolve it because I'm a completionist, so I want to finish that Pokédex, and I'll have to evolve it for that. Italian 2? Oh no. As long as it's not Quaquavel 2. For everything I hate, for everything that I hate Inteleon for, I hate Quaquavel 5 times more. Water Dragon would be crazy, like a Komodo Dragon, but at the same time, I don't know if they'd be willing to make. I don't know if they'd be willing to make a starter a Dragon type. I don't think they would, because it would completely unbalance against the other two starters. So I'm gonna say Poison is way more likely. As cool as it would be. It's like Chikorita Gen 2, but reverse. Damn, we're not even playing Mystery Dungeon anymore, and Chikorita's still catching strays. At least we reversed course, and our Meganium became the strongest being known to mankind. Therefore, it didn't like, good old Willow, he didn't like the implications that Chikorita was weak, so he became the strongest being in existence. And now we have freaking Mega Meganium, and it's like possibly really good. We will see. Did you see Wolfie posted a video today? Saying that he was going to be doing 50 straight, or not 50. He's gonna do a video every month every day this month. Good God, I can't talk. I'm really hoping the Mega Meganium video is quick because I want to see that thing on a team.
Are you serious? God damn it. This freaking Combi tree.
Again. To it being real. Yeah, no, I was immediately like, oh, this is my new favorite. This is like one of my new favorite megas. Like, I'm looking at this thing and I'm realizing that it could not have been anything else. This is the perfect design for Mega Meganium. I actually love it.
For Alligator, on the other hand, probably could have used a bit of work. They needed to... The stupid mask it has needed to stay down. I don't know why they have it, like, hanging back like a hood, where you can't even tell the Are you shitting me? Really? This Combi tree has shaken 3 visits in a row. I do not see water electric happening, but water poison feels very likely. You'll know by the time it reaches, like, level 12, based on whatever random type move it learns. Wow, I wonder what type my Finnegan's going to evolve in after it just learns Psybeam at level 11. I'm so curious to find out what secondary typing it might have. Oh, my Poplio, it just learned Disarming Voice at like level 9. I wonder... We're not gonna comment on that. We're not gonna comment on that. I'm gonna go insane. I'm actually gonna go insane. Are you serious? You couldn't give me 4 Apom trees in a row? You had to give me 4 Combies? God. Oh, Mantites. Oh, look, I had an EV outbreak. I should have went to that. I should have went to that just to see. The irony would have been intense if I just randomly got a Shalpa EV. Oh, I know. I've been there. I've been there for a long time. Okay. At least the Kobe tree wasn't shaking that time. Right. Oh. Fly. Back. Set.
Starting to get scared. We haven't seen an Apom in like half an hour.
I still have the Bulbapedia page up, and I just saw a on their front page one of these. The only thing about Unite is I don't know.
I hate Unite. Like, the game sucks. It's an awful game.
But damn, all the freaking costumes are so cool. But you're never gonna get them unless you spend an ungodly amount of money. Like, there's the Latios Night style is right on the front of the cover, and it's literally a Latios wearing freaking armor with like a really cool like green like I don't even know what you call it. Like it's almost like not really a scarf, but it's got like I don't know. It's got like a gem on its head, a little helmet. It's really cool. And they've got this freaking maybe a Scizor. It's also a knight. They must be theming it right now. We've got a bunch of different knight Pokemon styles. And alright, well, back again. What? Pyro, did you not already... I'm confused, wait. I mean, thank you, but... Were you not already subbed for 3 months? I thought that just happened a couple days ago. Am I crazy? For that reason in particular. Okay. I'm confused. Why did that go through again? Like, did the timer just run out so it refreshed it? And, like, pulled the notification through again or something? I don't know. Oh, I see. Well, thank you regardless. Good God, are we even gonna see another Apom before the end of this stream? I'm starting to have doubts. Oh, yeah, that would do it. Bro. Please, give me a freaking Apom. Oh yes, a Starly outbreak, because that's what we need more of. More shiny Starlies, clearly. Oh, thank God. Apom. Hooray! Number 6. Hopefully the next one shows up a little faster.
Oh, wait, was that? Wait, that wasn't 5. That must have been 7. Wait, no, it was 6. Where's the... Huh? What research task did I finish? Did it? Oh, did it use double hit? Oh no, I knocked out with fighting moves. That's what it was. For the 10th time. Speaking of which, how many more knockouts do I need? 10 more knockouts normally. 10 more knockouts with fighting moves. Okay, that's convenient. So 10 more knockouts total. And 9 of them will be from trees. We just have to kill one random Apom. Oh, I see. You wish to be the sacrifice. That way we should be lined up to get all of the tasks done at the same time. I didn't think that other tree was shaking, was it? No. Okay. What are the odds of a tree shaking in this game? Is it like 5%? For any individual tree to shake? I like how that shiny tangle is in our party. I just noticed that. The crustal shrine style.
Oh, what the frick? Is that the Unova Pokemon League on its back? What the shit?
Amazing. It's literally the Unova Pokemon League on its back. That's not a shrine, that's the whole ass Unova Pokemon League from Black and White. Shiny Glameow. Alpha Eevee. Imagine. That was so close. Imagine we got that on stream the same day.
Is it female? No, it's male.
He's very angry. God, that was actually hilarious. That was so close to being a Shalfa Eevee. But hey, we got Napalm.
I'm more happy about that than that shiny Glameow.
Oh yeah, shiny 85. That's... Wait. Did I update it for the Tangela? That's our... Wait, is that our 4th shiny today? Or was it our 3rd? Shiny 85. Alright, well that was Apalm number 7. About halfway. If we can get at least one more Apalm in the next half an hour, I'll be, like, okay with where we end off. we'll be past the halfway point. If we could get to 10 Apalms, I would be very happy. But I have a very strong feeling that's not going to happen. No, you most definitely do not. Your Blissey was the warm-up. The real winner was Vespiquen all along. Because that'll outpace even this. Or even Cherim and Cherubi. Oh, look at that. Another one. Is it 2 in a row? Hell yeah. And then a random ass Mothim. You know what? Just kill it. It deserves it for trying to barge in. That is true, that is true. Two mass outbreaks in a row. What is this one right here? Whoa! That's a pretty good one. No shiny though. None this time. There's a Cherubi outbreak. That's kind of tempting, but nope. Good God, it is foggy as shit. Man, it's foggy again. Can we stop with the freaking fog? God. Oh, I barely even saw that one because of the freaking fog. Okay, number 8. Or no, this is number 9 actually. And we missed because of this fog. He missed because of the fog too, okay. Oh my god. This is why the fog is awful. Something something Persona 4. I've activated the sleeper agent in chat. I said the thing. Oh dang. Napalm not going crazy all of a sudden? This is pyro erasure. Yeah, one of these days we're gonna get the double. We'll get the double A-palms and they'll both be shaking. Maybe. 5 more. We've gotten like 4 in the last 10 minutes, so I don't know. It's possible. Okay. Ah, another one. All the A-palms all of a sudden. Number 11. Can I get the double? Nope. flew past my tree. And my tree was shaking. What the frick? Apalms are crazy. Are we gonna have a chance? We only need 3 more. What is happening? We've literally found 7 Apalm in under 15 minutes. After going 2 hours with only 5. Did I reset the area? I don't think I did. I did not. Okay, night time. Right. 12 minutes. Just 3 more Apalms. Unlikely, but possible. Okay. and spin around. Come on. Bring me to my tree. No, it's not shaking. Another one? Wait, please. No. Boo. Hey. Alright, just a few more checks. Not looking great for our triple A poems we still need, but we did better than I thought we were going to do by a lot. I said I was going to be happy if we got to 8, and we got to 12. That's the wrong tree. That tree's right, though. Oh boy, 2 more. Hey. 2 more 8 bombs. I mean, I guess we could, but we still won't be done with A-Palm. We still have move tasks, so it doesn't really help us that much. Also, those last 2 could literally take us anything from 10 more minutes to another hour. Not that. Not that. Ooh. We can probably get 2 more checks before our 3-hour mark in. Maybe 3. And there. Come on, give me one more. Before we end here. Like one. Nope. Alright, whatever. Alright, I think we can get our check in here. And this is our last check, I'd say. Shakes. No shakes. Alright, well. That's fine. So we're gonna save here, and I think this is gonna be where we end off for tonight. What I do also found, that I think I found yesterday. But yep. We're back tomorrow with a new game. Would you like a hint? I suppose maybe you've earned a hint. I mentioned it in passing this stream. That's all you're getting. So, I will see you tomorrow for that. And have a good night.